Hey everyone, thanks for dropping by the Design by Kathy art room. As promised, I'm going to do another bloom technique pour. This time I'm going to be using a different cell activator. As promised in the last video, I said I would be doing different variations of the bloom, and today we're going to use the mother of cell activators. So let's get right to pouring. So as I mentioned in the intro and in the last video, I'm going to be doing some different variations on the bloom technique over these next few videos. Today I am going to be using the Valspar, can't say that, Valspar as my base. I'm going to be using these Master's Touch tube paints, and I've got Phthalo blue, brown red, and phthalo green. I have added when I made my mixture, let me step back. When I made my mixture with the HGTV Infinity Base C, whoops, there we go. 3 ounces of this, 1 ounce of the polyurethane. So I've got it had 1 ounce cups out of these 3. To that, out of each of the paints, I added a half a teaspoon. And that is just gorgeous colors. And they have a very, very, very nice consistency flow to them. But thicker than if you were going to be doing various other techniques. So this is just for this bloom. But then what I'm going to be using today, instead of the cell activator that I used in the last video, I had to go for it. I had to try it. So I'm going to be using the mother of them, which is the Australian Floetrol. Now also, as I mentioned last time, every technique that works for a certain technique, or let me say recipe, that works great for one person may not necessarily work perfect for the next person. It may need some tweaking, or my suggestion is find what works for you and then have fun with it. I have no explanation as to why some of them won't work, other than maybe whatever product it's manufactured in a different plant, and there's some little differences because even with the Floetrol, I actually contacted PP&G to ask them what was the difference in American Floetrol and Australian Floetrol. They could not tell me. They said the only thing they could say was perhaps, now I was talking to probably not the right department, I guess you could say, but the thing they said was there could be some regulations in one of the country's plants, one of the country's regulations that maybe apply to one that doesn't apply to the other as far as the active ingredients in it. So there is a difference, because what I'm going to show you today is just like, wowzer. But that being said, this is not a deal breaker to not be able to get the Australian Floetrol. But if you can, it is the mother of them, let me say. Okay, so here's my Valspar mixed with a little water. Just a little. As y'all know, I've talked a lot. I do not like using a lot of water. Breaks down your pigments if you use too much. And who's to say where that is? Because that's another thing, especially when we're using house paints. Every one of them uses, different polymers, different binders. So even though it's the same brand and same thing, just like Floetrol, again, like we were saying, Floetrol's Floetrol, but it's really not if it comes from somewhere different. So that being said, let's move on. I'm going to start with my Phthalo blue, which I don't know why I love this color, and I love the phthalo green. Just gonna make a nice tidy little circle there. I'm gonna use the brown red in the middle. To me, it has a metallic look. It doesn't say anything on there about it being a metallic, but it's just got a real metallic look to it. I love it. And the phthalo green, which again is one of my favorites. Now this is the Australian Floetrol. That mix, what I've done is down below. I also want to encourage you all to take the Shelee art class. The link is below. It's pretty awesome. She's pretty awesome, and I understand there's new things that have been added since I did the course. So, you know, you can probably tell me some things that are new in there, or I could go back and look when I have time. But anyway, this is the other thing that I think is, I don't know, you see people doing this in different ways. They'll blow straight down and it just goes shwomp. For me, my best success has come from kind of blowing out over it. And there you can see what we've got going so far. And then we're going to spin it. Oh, let me put the top. I don't want to accidentally sling paint into places it doesn't need to go. I just can't get a hold of this one to get it a good spin like it needs. Ah. That's looking pretty good. One more. And that is pretty gorgeous. Again, I want you to be sure and check out the links below. I've got leftover paint, can do more pours. I like using these little 4-ounce cups. It's got these little plastic lids come with them. You can save your paint for several days to use again. Don't want to save it too long because it's, you know, with the extra stuff in there. Oh, I can't even tell you how long I've saved it when I've been playing around. I've saved it for a little while though. But I would suggest, I like using these. They're handy, they're sturdy, and like I said, you can definitely save your paint, leftover paint. You don't have to. Yeah, I knew I was going to do that. Okay, let's see. I stuck it too hard. There. Okay. Oh, good deal. No, well, it's got a little thing, but hey, it's a little character there. Okay, I hope y'all enjoyed that, and I hope let me know if you have any questions. Again, I know that there are a jillion different ways now to do this and experiment with it. So I just want to go over some that will work for me. I don't want to show you the ones that don't work for me, and I don't really want to tell you so-and-so's didn't work for me, because it works great for that particular artist, and yay, that's great. I want you to, like I said, I want you to experiment with different ones. So I'm gonna do it again, aren't I? And find what works for you. So thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thank you, subscribers. Hope you'll leave me a comment and a thumbs up. My messy thumbs. But I'll see you next time, and we'll try something different. Again, continuing on with the blooms. Have a great day.